So as far as tackle for the Bass Pro Tour this week on Lake Fork, there's a few things. So in practice, I was trying to cover as much water as I possibly could and just see where the fish were, how to navigate, what kind of habitat was out there. And this is what I wound up using to cover a lot of water. It's not out yet, keep talking about it, but it's called the Speed Boss. My first 2 bites in practice that I caught was a 9 and a 6. Those are like back-to-back casts, both on that bait right there. Shallow water, just reeling it, covering water, but throwing on 50-pound spider wire, 1/4 ounce sinker. That's a 5/0 Pro V-Bend Trocar. Putting on the spinnerbait XL, 7'4", medium heavy action, 6:3 to 1 gear ratio. So that was my bait to cover a lot of water. I caught a couple fish on a 6-inch black and blue General. Used a 4/0 Trocar Pro V-Bend on it. 20-pound trilene, 100% fluorocarbon. Throwing it on my 7.6 heavy cover and the 7:1 gear ratio. And then on day 2, I caught a couple fish just flipping a Pit Boss. Had a 5/0 Trocar Pro V-Bend, 3/8 ounce sinker, throwing Big Texan in black and blue. 8-foot flipping stick, 25-pound trilene, 100% fluorocarbon. So one that did the most damage on day 2 of the 42 pounds I caught. I got an 8, a 6, a couple 5s. Same setup, I won Bassmaster on Lake Guntersville. 7-inch Bass Tricks, IU color, and it's got the 7/0 Trocar weighted swim bait hook. 25-pound trilene, 100% fluorocarbon. You have to throw on 25. 20 is just way too light to be able to get a good hook set and not worry about breaking it off, because that's a really heavy diameter hook. 6.3 to 1 on my skeet reef reel, and throwing on the 7.6 heavy cover. So the heavy cover rod is essentially, it's like a flipping stick, 7.6. You can flip, pitch with it, but it also throws big swim baits. This one, you can see, this one got tore up pretty good. You can see I got some ugly white straw. Normally I use black, but I was not a black straw, so this is my bait keeper. So that little straw right there kept the bait from, the hook can't pull out. So typically you start wearing a bait out, the hook wants to pop out. So you put that little straw in there, and that keeps the bait in place and not coming off the hook. But the bait collapses, so when you do get a bite, you get a good hook set on them.
Oh my God, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Yes! Look at the hook. This Trocar, the teeth scrapes on this lead, pretty insane. And I think a lot of people know I'm kind of known for swim bait fishing, so when I felt that when I got into that bite and started figuring it out, I was in my element and it was fun. Yeah, that caught every one of my fish this week, is those 4 rods right there from practice through the tournament. So it was, got some big bites. When you set the hook on the big, and they're mean here. They are